दिखने में तो बड़ा आसान लगता है, but it's actually very tough. On that note, please welcome today's guest on the Youthopedia talk show, who is a 14-year-old kid from the Akhadas of Haryana, who is now a world golf champion. Please welcome Shubham. Hey Shubham, you're just 14 and you've already achieved so much in your life. I have a lot of questions for you because I'm very curious to find out what goes behind the making of a young achiever. So, पहला question, आपकी family में से सब पहलवान हैं और quite a lot of people are into pehlwani, you know. But you are playing a sport which is very, very elite, very, very sophisticated. You know, it's such a contrast. How does it feel to be a part of such a sport?
I've never felt that way. I started golf when I was 6.
Okay.
So, you know, the word sophisticated is pretty much alien to me.
Right.
All that it was is basically I had a passion for the game. And this is what I wanted to do.
So, when you were at 6 years old, how did it even start? Like, what was the starting point? How were you introduced to the game?
So, as I said, I was about 6.
Yeah.
In a village near Panipat.
Okay.
As you said, I come from a background of wrestling.
Right.
And I was gonna start wrestling, but my grandfather was ardent that we don't have any wrestlers in the family.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, NRI opened a golf academy near my village.
Okay.
And my grandfather was the one who introduced me to the sport and, you know, was
So
very keen.
Was your grandfather also into golf?
No. We'd never heard of golf. In a village in,
Yeah.
Haryana, nobody knows
Of
what
course.
golf is. And even after I started, nobody was very supportive.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there is a notion around the sport golf that it's, you know, a rich man's sport, it's very sophisticated, very elite. So, of course, there is always a reason behind someone starting something new. And for you, what I can imagine is the stroke of luck that you had was the fact that a golfing institute or a training institute opened near your village, which is why you had that opportunity to even go try that sport. Otherwise, you probably would have never been introduced to it, right?
Yeah.
So it's always like, you know, some sort of an opportunity that strikes. And then you've never looked back.
Never looked back.
After that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sounds great. So, fun question. कभी पहलवानी try करी है?
I wish. I really wanted to. As I said, I was going to start, but then the golf academy started and.
So you never thought कि यार एक try तो कर लूँ.
चाहता था मैं करना. उल्टा ही चल रहा हूँ मैं.
उल्टा ही चले हो. Anyway, great. So, what's your father's role been and like what's his involvement been like?
I think he's been the backbone of everything that I've achieved. Shuru se hi, he's been always with me.
Yeah.
Ever since, you know, the academy opened, uske baad practice pe jana, you know, fitness, everything. He's been like the biggest mentor I've ever had, and he's been a supporter in every decision I took.
Yeah.
You know, padhai mein help karna, golf mein, training. So he's gone beyond what, you know, one usually does. And
managing that with his own work and then still taking all the time. I mean, it's a lot of effort. Next question. How easy or tough was it Haryana जैसी जगह में golf सीखना? A. And B. आपकी family, friends, peers, क्या reaction था सबका when you actually were like, okay, now I want to do this professionally and I want to get into it full on?
Starting में family भी against थी.
Against थी?
Yeah, one man army. But जैसे you know, I started performing well. Sab support करने लगे, especially my dad. So he's, as I said, he's been like a supporting pillar throughout.
Yeah.
When we shifted to Delhi, he was with me. Whenever I travel, wherever I play, he goes with me. And about the friends and peers, I've never really cared.
So I really want to know about your world championship because it's of course a big achievement. But you saw na how bad I was at this.
Yeah.
So you have to teach me a few tricks.
Sure. Come
cool.
through.
Chale?
Grab the putter. You're good for beginners. Switch hands. Yeah.
All right.
Just right there.
Okay.
And then just.
Now, how do I make sure that I don't throw the ball off?
Just take it.
Although
back
in
that
golf,
far.
you're actually supposed to like hit it in a way that it flies, right?
Yeah,
so I'm actually technically good. Not at this.
Right.
Fake golf.
Okay, just aim right.
Yeah.
And hit it.
Just.
Yeah. Come forward. Okay, that's
Almost there. Not bad, right?
That's good for beginners. I wasn't as good.
Though he didn't teach me any trick, but okay. Well, that's fine. So, tell me a bit about your championship, world championship, and like what was the experience like? And is it that you've won multiple times or it's the first time?
So I'll take you through the whole story.
Sure.
I was about 7
Huh.
when I came in contact with Mr. Amit Luthra.
Okay.
I am part of the Golf Foundation, which he's the head of. And at that time, the scout for the foundation, who is today my coach, Miss Nonita Lal, she actually visited my village and saw what facilities, which was actually nothing.
Yeah.
And she saw how well I had been doing. So they decided I should move to Delhi, which was a huge step, especially for my family, shifting from a rural village to
a
you know,
city,
to
a big city.
Metropolitan city.
Metropolitan city.
And the foundation decided to take care of all my expenses.
Wow.
And you know, in my village, I didn't really have any facilities.
Of
Now,
course.
I came to Delhi. I had playing facilities at the Delhi Golf Club.
Yeah.
I got into an amazing school. Everything, you know, started performing well. I had a coach. Before, I didn't have anything.
So you had the right guidance,
Right,
and because your
right.
family supported you enough to move base, which is a huge
Yes,
step that really
yes.
affected your career. And then how did you get into
So-
the World Championship?
I got in, I played well, but I didn't get the visa because, you know, since my background, you know, I didn't really have the best credentials. So Mr. Amit had to fight really hard to get us
get
through.
your visa.
Yes. Finally, when I did, I came really close. I played well, and it was like a huge step because I had done really well in India, but I'd never really performed well on the international stage. And I was only like 8 or 9, but I used to feel depressed and I used to cry when I didn't win.
Yeah.
So finally in 2013, I won my first world championship.
Wow.
And that was a huge,
And how old were you back then?
around 9 years
At
old.
9, he won a World Championship.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing.
So that was a huge step.
Yeah.
And as I said, it was the first time I did well on the international stage.
So it
And
boosted your
since-
confidence.
Yes,
yeah.
since that victory, I went on to win 3 more world championships,
Wow.
2 European championships, and I've been India #1 junior ever since.
We're just about to end, but before that, I would just like you to tell our audience and whoever is watching this video, what would be that one message that you'd like to share with anyone who's watching this?
I just think you need to follow your passion, and lack of facilities or anything as such shouldn't really stop you from, you know, I didn't have a coach, so I made YouTube my coach. We didn't have practice facilities, so we made our own practice facilities. We had to get creative, and we
Just
did
make it
whatever,
happen. Yeah.
whatever it took, we took the step. And one thing that I felt was I never lost my vision. I always knew that this is what I wanted to do, and I was willing to sacrifice anything that came my way.
Yeah.
And I think you really need to do that. I do miss skipping out on my childhood. You know, I didn't really get to go out with my friends,
Right.
party, whatever. I never got to do those things, but I never regret that. And I just think you just need to be relentless and keep following your passion, which I don't think anybody does these days.
Yeah.
Everybody's just like,
People
you
are
know,
just
on
like,
the
yeah.
same
Which is why,
same
see,
line.
that's the whole point of Youthopedia.
Right.
You know, we really want to communicate this message that, you know, there are so many young kids watching this right now. Social media has educated us so much that we actually are getting confused now. People have so many
Yeah.
options in front of them
Yeah,
that they
yeah,
don't know what to really follow.
Right.
So I think people like you definitely are an inspiration to young achievers like you. Definitely make others look up to, you know, what your journey has been like, and of course learn from it. And thank you so much for being on this episode.
Thank
It
you.
was great to meet you,
My
and
pleasure.
congratulations and all the very best for your future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
very
much for being here,
Thank you, my pleasure.
and all the very best.
Thank you.
For more such inspiring stories, do not forget to subscribe to the Youthopedia YouTube channel. Give this video a thumbs up and leave down your comments if you have any suggestions or feedback for us. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.